Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this bonus video it's just the concluding part to something that I want to share with you. So for those of you who are unaware, if those of you who didn't catch the video last week, an amazing thing happened. Somebody contacted me via Facebook, which is great because sometimes I post my videos on some Facebook groups, and long story short, I foolishly sold my Transformers when I was a child at a school fete, again when I was a lot younger, and via the means of the amazing internet and the amazing Transformers forums and community, etc, etc, the person who brought them managed to find me and contact me back. Now I've met up with him, I've got a bag of the figures here. I have to confess I've had a look at some of them already, and I've had a look at some of the things here. So yeah, basically this is it. It's crazy, it's so great. The guy's name's Richard Roberts. I've got to say a huge thank you to him for contacting me and I suppose seeking me out. We used to be really good friends. We never fell out. It just, obviously, time goes by, you just sort of drift apart. I know that every school's sort of slightly different all around the world and stuff, but I first met him in what is known in the UK as infant school, and that's between the ages of 4 and 7 because he didn't live too far away. But then what's known as junior school, which is between the years of 7 and 11, so before you go to senior school or secondary school or whatever it was, we were really good friends. We'd hang around together, we played Transformers together loads. He's got really good memories, I've got really good memories, and yeah, and as I say, I totally forgot who I sold my figures to at this particular summer fete, but he remembers, and he remembers vividly. And as I say, I've met up with him. Fantastic meeting up with him. It was really good again to catch up with him. He's very kindly, so we're gonna have to say huge thank you to him. He's just given me them all back with a couple of his as well. So if you want to watch this, I'm going to share with you these here, and again it does include my literally original vintage G1 Optimus Prime. The other few things that he found as well were all little books like this, which again I definitely 100% remember having as a child. And the irony of ironies, at the moment I've been searching for this one for ages, and there it was. And then this is something that I think is pretty magical, pretty special, or whatever it is. And again, some of these they're not in the greatest condition, but obviously I really don't care. Some of them are really battered, some of them are really broken, and it's going to segue, I suppose, into some other things where I'm going to be doing some restoration, having a go at fixing things myself. So these have been in the attic for ages. Long story short, he ended up going back to his parents, whose parents' house isn't too far from me, because again we used to live quite close together, and he found all these in the attic. So yeah, found them all, including this book, and you can see most people recognize this book. It's not the greatest, but that on the back, can you make it out? That is my handwriting from being in school, like a school kid. It is Russell Humphreys. So there you go, that is my handwriting as a child. Yeah, I've not held this in my hand for, wow, it's got to be 25 years, more than that maybe, because what am I, 43 in 2.5 weeks. Sold them all when I was about 12, so yeah, wow, longer than that, loads longer than that, 30 odd years obviously. So amazing, that's just absolutely crazy. It's blown my mind that I never would have thought I'd been able to do this again. So I'm going to start to pull them out again. Some of them are in a bit worse for wear, but like some of them, like Snaptrap here, I remember having these. It was the only, as I say, pretty much proper full combiner that I had as a child. I had other ones, and I remember was able to, you know, because with it being the Scramble City limbs, I was able to build up different ones. But again, I'm going to have a go at some whitening, some, because a lot of these are some faded or just damaged over time. This is one, funnily enough, I really remember. I remember having him, and I'm really lucky because again he's just given me this. I'm super lucky because this guy, although he's incredibly faded, when I pull this out here you'll see that he's got the large holes. Now that means of course that he's the Target Master, and I vividly remember having this for one Christmas because again, as I've said on loads of videos, that I love Cyclonus, and I had Cyclonus pretty much when he came out in 86, probably for Christmas, or my birthday's in March, so either would have been just after, maybe early 87. But I didn't have a Scourge, and I remember that I got the Target Master one instead. So I remember having been given this. It's crazy how things sort of come flooding back to you. Same as the Dinobots. I got. He's totally worse for wear. These all need a complete clean up. I got him, and I got a Grimlock for a birthday, and funnily enough, talk of the devil, there he is. So this is nuts. I'm going to ring my mum in a minute and again show her these as well. So this is my original. Look how much I played with it. The legs are all over the place. They're so loose. I love this figure. Absolutely love this figure as a kid. It is, as I say, my Grimlock from Christmas, probably '86. Other ones on here. We've got a very battered, completely destroyed Red Alert, or Dead Alert as we can now call him. It would be interesting, as I say, if any of these are maybe perhaps variants that, of course, at the time I wouldn't have even known about. Let's have a look. We've got Huffer. I've always loved Huffer, I've said that. So there's Huffer. I've got quite a few here. I'm hopefully not going to make this too long. I'm just going to start to pull them all out. Again, a lot of them are casualties. We've got Ratchet, huge. Again, with him, it's really funny, but as an adult now, you appreciate. I'm not going to deny. When I was a child, I was really disappointed for obvious reasons, for the lack of head. But then, of course, I understand Diaclone now, and I understand the fact that it's an exosuit, and that for me is just, wow, that's super clever. I was going to say the legs, arm has fallen off, but I can keep it together like this. What else have we got in here? This as well. I loved playing with him. Quick switch. Yeah, used to obviously transforming between all the modes. It's just funny how all the memories sort of flood back to you. Let's have a look. One of the only pretenders, as I say, this one and Skullgrin was the guys that turned me pretty much away from Transformers. So we've got Chainclaw, isn't it? Yeah, it's Chainclaw. We've got, what else have we got in here? We've got Scoop. There we go, Scoop. We've got a lot of the mini Target Masters, and again, I remember quite vividly having the mini Target Masters. Landfill, I nearly forgot his name. I'll pretty much pick out the rest of the Seacons, as I say, because I remember having them. So we've of course got, I was going to call him Kraken, but that's his Japanese name. Seawing, Tentakill, Nautilator. I've seen the others, I'm sure I have. Overbite, Scalor. That's it. I've forgotten Scalor's name the other day in the video. But that's him. What else have we got in here? We've got some, as I say, the uncanny thing is about this. Remember I did a video and said that my wind charger was broken, and here we have a lovely little wind charger, which he's going to go literally straight up on the shelf. There's the inner two. I nearly forgot his name. Chainclaw. There's other pieces. There's the bits, totally broken up bits, unfortunately. Remnants of other things. There's a couple of Target Master weapons, which again is really lucky. Two of the same, so one of these must be Richard. So again, thanks to Richard, because they're both the same. I think it's Pinpointer. Yeah, this guy's, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's Crosshairs guy. Crosshairs. More bits and bobs, unfortunately, broken bits. Whether or not that was my Megatron, I don't know. He can't remember, but there's no Megatron in the bag. There's just, unfortunately, an arm. But I'm keeping it in case it was my Megatron's arm. I'm keeping that. Chainclaw's helmet. More bits and bobs. This is interesting as well. This is a nose cone to Starscream, but unbelievably, and I've just checked it previously, we're doing this quickly, because he showed it me. This is a Mexican Starscream's nose, because it's all silver. So that's nuts. So one of us must have owned a Mexican Starscream without even realising. Right, couple more bits and bobs. Hound, again, totally seen better days, but I've got to keep these. Freeway thing, and here some Megatron parts, but of course the one that we're all after, the one that I just can't. This is ridiculous. This is my original, and he's not in too bad a shape. He's obviously got a broken smokestack, which I think is, I suppose, like a badge of honour, isn't it? It's a badge of honour for an Optimus Prime from the 80s, because it proves that he was played with. It proves, obviously, yeah, that he was just loved, I suppose. And again, I can't believe that Rich managed to save him and look after him. And he said he definitely 100% remembers buying my Optimus Prime because he never had one. So, and that's the only one that he had. So this one here, this is my original vintage G1 Optimus Prime. Again, with my handwriting on the book that I drew on 30 plus years ago. 35 years ago, maybe, in fact. Mental, absolutely mental. And again, I've had loads of incredibly nice messages all regarding this whole situation. It is really unbelievable that it's happened. And again, it is thank you to you guys, because you guys are the people who watch me when I put the videos up. And again, again, it's huge thank you to you guys. And again, thanks to Rich for contacting me. Great meeting up with him. And I'm going to start doing some restoration pieces, shall we say. So thank you very much for watching. Keep your other ideas and suggestions coming forward. Again, I'm very close to 3K now, and I just want to do a load of lives just as a big thank you for you all. So I'll keep you posted with that on my new shows. But again, thanks very much. Take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.